Well, this has been a weekend where we've been picking up the pieces from a very devastating storm system. Helene brought significant flooding, record flooding across western North Carolina. We saw, of course, flooding area-wide though, but in particular higher elevations. Really keep those areas in your thoughts and prayers. Now, for the rest of us, we've seen downed trees, power lines, power outages area-wide. That's going to take some time to restore. So just be patient with your linemen, your first responders. It's going to be a process as we get things going in the next couple of days. But the good news is we're finally starting to dry things out as we head throughout most of next week and even for most of today, mainly dry conditions if you're trying to start to clean up the pieces from over the weekend. Now, as we look at the big picture, remnants of what was Helene, yes, it is still trucking along the core of the system, still circulating towards our north, but some of those far outer bands still bringing us a few occasional showers. So overall conditions today, more dry time than anything, but it's going to be one of those days where you might see a few showers, but I don't anticipate any bit of rain that falls really to amount to much. We don't need any more rain by any means. Afternoon highs. We'll say this is very seasonable for this time of year. For the upstate northeast Georgia, upper 70s, right near 80 degrees. Western North Carolina sitting in the lower 70s on average. So if you're without power, good thing is we're not in the middle of summer and we're not in the middle of winter. So we're looking at temperatures very seasonable. Yes, it might be a little bit warm at times, but for the most part, not going to be too terrible. There will be a slight breeze, but we're not looking at strong wind gusts like we were on Friday. So let's map things out today. If you're trying to clean up today or just trying to get the kids outside, get some fresh air, you will see plenty of opportunities to do so. Occasional shower or two here or there. As we move on into this afternoon and evening, there is a chance for a little bit more scattered activity across western North Carolina. Again, it's very scattered, doesn't mean everyone's going to see it. I know we don't need any more rain at this point, but it's going to be one of those days where you might need the umbrella briefly, but that's about the extent of it. Very similar setup as we head on into Monday. More dry time than anything, but still going to be tracking a few scattered showers, maybe an embedded thunderstorm possible as we head throughout Monday afternoon and evening. Then we're smooth sailing after that. We've got lots of sunshine in store for us, a prolonged stretch of dry weather, which is going to be very welcomed across the area. Now, as we look at the tropics, I know this may not necessarily be something you want to look at right now, but there's a lot to talk about here. We've got several areas of interest. We do have Joyce in the middle of the Atlantic, not expecting to work any further westward. In fact, it's supposed to eventually fizzle on out as it heads out to the middle of the Atlantic. Isaac far away from us, not posing any impacts. We have two disturbances moving off the coast of Africa. There is a chance for further development there, but as of right now, it looks like the one that we're most concerned with, or at least keeping a closer eye on, is this area highlighted in orange. About a 50% chance that it could develop further in the next couple of days. We need to keep a close eye on this. This is one of those systems that if it starts to work its way in the Gulf, we could see a very similar setup. That's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts with this particular situation. A lot to unpack with this, but I want to bring this to your attention as we'll be keeping a close eye on it in the next couple of days. Right now, no immediate threats. Here at home, things are looking much calmer and much quieter. So the 4-day looks like this: isolated showers and storms as we head throughout today and into tomorrow, temperatures in the upper 70s. As we move past Monday, overall mainly dry conditions. Welcome change for us as we need the dry weather so we can start that cleanup process after the remnants of Helene work through the area. Now, across western North Carolina, slightly better chance for a little bit more coverage, but overall more dry time than anything, and then certainly much drier by the middle of next week.